Hi everyone, if you are passing through a rough patch of your life, then this video is for you. Nowadays, still a lot of people waiting for someone to motivate them, but they don't know. Actually, they can make themselves as their own motivation. Are you confused? Don't worry, today we will talk about it. My name is Muniba Mazari. Let's start the topic 0.9 Rules to Win Life. Accept yourself. Self-acceptance is the foundation of a fulfilling and meaningful life. It is about embracing who you are with all your strengths, weaknesses, flaws, and uniqueness. In a world that constantly pushes us to fit into predefined molds, accepting yourself is an act of courage and self-love. We often struggle with self-acceptance because society sets unrealistic standards of beauty, success, and happiness. From a young age, we are conditioned to believe that we need to look a certain way, achieve specific milestones, and behave according to societal expectations to be valued. However, true happiness does not come from external validation. It comes from within. Accepting yourself means breaking free from the need for approval and recognizing your worth, regardless of how others perceive you. One of the biggest obstacles to self-acceptance is self-comparison. We look at others and think they have better lives, better looks, or better opportunities. Social media intensifies this comparison, making us believe that others have perfect lives while we struggle. But the truth is, everyone faces challenges, insecurities, and setbacks. No one is perfect, and perfection itself is an illusion. The moment you stop comparing yourself to others and start embracing your individuality, you will experience true freedom. Self-acceptance also means making peace with your past. We all have made mistakes, faced failures, and gone through painful experiences. Instead of holding onto regret and guilt, we must learn to forgive ourselves. Our past does not define us. It shapes us into who we are today. Every challenge and setback has a lesson, and when we accept our journey with all its imperfections, we grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Another essential aspect of self-acceptance is embracing your flaws. Society often highlights our weaknesses and imperfections, making us feel inadequate. But the truth is, our flaws make us human. Instead of criticizing yourself for what you lack, celebrate what makes you unique. Your imperfections tell a story, one of resilience, growth, and authenticity. When you accept your flaws, you give yourself permission to be real, to be yourself without fear of judgment. Loving yourself is not arrogance or selfishness. It is the key to living a confident and fulfilling life. When you accept yourself, you stop seeking validation from others and start finding happiness within. You build self-respect, set healthy boundaries, and attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are. Self-acceptance leads to self-confidence, and when you are confident, you inspire others to be themselves too. Turn your pain into power. Pain is an inevitable part of life. We all face hardships, disappointments, and moments of deep sorrow. But what defines us is not the pain we experience. It is how we respond to it. Life does not break us, it gives us the opportunity to rise stronger. The most powerful transformation happens when we turn our pain into power. At some point, everyone encounters struggles, loss, failure, rejection, or heartbreak. In those moments, it is easy to feel defeated, to question why life is so unfair, but pain is not meant to destroy us, it is meant to shape us. The challenges we face can either break us or build us, and the choice is ours. Instead of letting pain control us, we must learn to use it as fuel for growth. The first step in turning pain into power is acceptance. Many people resist pain, deny it, or run from it, but healing begins when we acknowledge our struggles and embrace them. Pain teaches us lessons that comfort never can. It reveals our inner strength, resilience, and the depth of our endurance. When we accept our pain, we gain the power to transform it. One of the greatest examples of turning pain into power is how some of the most successful people in history have risen from their struggles. Many leaders, artists, and visionaries faced unbearable hardships, but instead of giving up, they used their pain as a stepping stone to success. They turned their wounds into wisdom, their heartbreaks into motivation, and their struggles into strength. Their pain became the force that drove them to achieve greatness. Pain also has the power to make us more compassionate and understanding. When we go through difficult times, we learn to empathize with others who are struggling. It softens our hearts and helps us connect with people on a deeper level. Many people who have faced suffering dedicate their lives to helping others, creating impact and inspiring change. They transform their pain into purpose. Another way to turn pain into power is through self-discovery. Pain forces us to look within, to understand who we truly are, and to redefine our purpose. It pushes us to grow, evolve, and become the best versions of ourselves. Often, our greatest strengths are revealed in our darkest moments. When we embrace our pain, we unlock a level of resilience and determination we never knew existed. Pain is temporary, but the strength it builds within us lasts forever. Instead of being a victim of your struggles, become the hero of your own story. Rise above your pain. Let it shape you and use it to create something meaningful. Your hardships do not define you. Your response to them does. In conclusion, pain is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of something powerful. Use it as fuel to grow, to inspire, and to become unstoppable. Remember, your struggles are not your weakness, they are your greatest strength. Be grateful, always. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in life. It has the ability to transform our perspective, bring us peace, and fill our hearts with happiness. In a world that constantly pushes us to want more success, more possessions, more recognition, it is easy to overlook what we already have. But true joy comes not from having everything, but from appreciating everything. Why is gratitude important? Gratitude shifts our focus from what is missing to what is present. It reminds us that even in difficult times, there is always something to be thankful for. Life is unpredictable. It comes with challenges, heartbreaks, and disappointments. But no matter how tough things get, gratitude helps us find light in the darkness. It gives us the strength to endure, to keep moving forward, and to see the beauty in every moment. Gratitude is not about ignoring pain or pretending that life is perfect. It is about acknowledging our struggles while choosing to focus on the good. When we practice gratitude, we train our minds to see possibilities instead of limitations, lessons instead of failures, and hope instead of despair. Let fears control you. Fear is one of the greatest barriers to success and happiness. It holds us back from chasing our dreams, taking risks, and becoming the best versions of ourselves. While fear is a natural emotion meant to protect us from danger, too often it controls our lives in ways that limit our potential. If we allow fear to take over, we end up living small, unfulfilled lives. The key to winning in life is not to be fearless, but to refuse to let fear control us. Understanding fear comes in many forms. It may be the fear of failure, rejection, judgment, or even the fear of the unknown. It whispers in our ears, making us doubt our abilities and convincing us that we are not strong enough or capable enough. But here's the truth. Fear is a liar. Most of the things we are afraid of never actually happen. And even when they do, they are rarely as bad as we imagine. The most successful people in the world are not those who never feel fear. They are the ones who feel fear and take action anyway. They understand that fear is just a mental obstacle, one that can be overcome with courage and persistence. Stay kind and humble. In a world that often values success, power, and material wealth, kindness and humility can sometimes be overlooked. But the truth is, the most respected and admired people are not just those who achieve great things, but those who remain kind and humble while doing so. Kindness and humility are not signs of weakness. They are signs of strength, wisdom, and true greatness, the beauty of humility. Humility is often misunderstood. Some people think being humble means being weak or lowering yourself, but in reality, humility is one of the greatest strengths a person can have. It means recognizing that no matter how much we achieve, there is always more to learn. It means treating others with respect, no matter their background or status. Surround yourself with positive people. The people we surround ourselves with have a powerful impact on our thoughts, emotions, and overall success in life. Whether we realize it or not, we absorb the energy of those around us. If we are constantly in the presence of negativity, doubt, and discouragement, it can drain our motivation and hold us back. On the other hand, when we surround ourselves with positive, uplifting people, we are encouraged to grow, succeed, and become the best versions of ourselves. Conclusion: the people you surround yourself with shape your mindset, your decisions, and ultimately your life. Choose to be around those who lift you up, who believe in your potential, and who inspire you to be better. When you surround yourself with positive people, you create an environment where success, happiness, and personal growth flourish. So choose wisely, because the right people will help you win in life. Keep moving forward. Life is a journey filled with ups and downs, successes and failures, joys and heartbreaks. No matter how strong or prepared we are, there will always be challenges that test our patience, resilience, and determination. However, the secret to winning in life is simple. Keep moving forward. No matter how difficult the situation, no matter how many times you fall, the key is to rise, take the next step, and never stop moving. How to keep moving? Forward, let go of the past. The past cannot be changed, but the future is in your hands. Do not waste energy regretting what has already happened. Instead, focus on what you can do today to create a better tomorrow. Set small goals. Moving forward does not mean taking huge leaps all at once. Sometimes progress happens in small steps. Set small, achievable goals and celebrate each milestone. Every step forward, no matter how small, is still progress. Make every moment count. Life is unpredictable. We never know how much time we have, and that is why every moment is precious. Too often we get caught up in our routines, waiting for the perfect time to be happy, to chase our dreams, or to express our love. But the truth is, life is happening right now. The past is gone and the future is uncertain. The only time we truly have is this moment. So make every moment count. How to make every moment count? Be present in today's world. It is easy to be distracted by phones, social media, and worries about the future. But the best way to make a moment count is to truly be present in it. When you spend time with loved ones, be fully there. Listen, engage, and appreciate the connection due. What you love, life is too short to spend on things that do not bring you joy. Chase your passions. Do work that fulfills you, and engage in activities that make you feel alive. Express gratitude. Gratitude makes us aware of how precious each moment is. Take time every day to appreciate what you have, the people in your life, the opportunities you get, and even the simple pleasures. Take risks. Do not let fear hold you back. If there is something you want to do, do it now. Travel, learn, explore, and step outside your comfort zone. The best experiences in life often come from taking chances. Spread love and kindness. The impact you leave on others is what truly matters. Tell your loved ones how much they mean to you. Help others without expecting anything in return. Your kindness and love will live on in the hearts of those you touch. Accepting yourself is the foundation of a fulfilling and successful life. Many people spend years trying to fit into societal expectations, comparing themselves to others or seeking external validation. This constant pursuit of approval leads to self-doubt, insecurity, and a feeling of never being enough. True self-acceptance begins when you recognize that you are unique and valuable just as you are. It is about embracing your strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and understanding that you do not have to be perfect to be worthy of love and respect. One of the biggest barriers to self-acceptance is comparison. In today's world, social media makes it easy to compare our lives with others, often leaving us feeling inadequate. We see people showcasing their achievements, their seemingly perfect relationships, and their best moments, which can make us feel as if we are falling behind. However, what we often forget is that people only share a fraction of their reality. Everyone has struggles, insecurities, and fears, even if they do not show them. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own journey. Each person has a unique path, and your progress should be measured by how far you have come, not by how you compare to someone else. Another challenge to self-acceptance is the fear of judgment. Many people hold back from expressing their true selves because they are afraid of what others might think. They change their behavior, suppress their emotions, or pretend to be someone they are not just to fit in. This constant need for approval can be exhausting and unfulfilling. The truth is, no matter what you do, people will always have opinions. You cannot control what others think, but you can control how you respond. When you stop seeking validation from others and start embracing who you truly are, you free yourself from the pressure of living up to unrealistic expectations. Accepting yourself also means embracing your flaws and imperfections. Nobody is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. Your flaws do not define you. They are simply part of what makes you human. Instead of criticizing yourself for your weaknesses, acknowledge them and work on self-improvement without being harsh on yourself. Growth does not come from self-hatred, but from self-compassion. Being kind to yourself allows you to develop a healthy relationship with yourself, which is essential for confidence and happiness. One of the most powerful ways to practice self-acceptance is through self-love. Taking care of yourself, setting boundaries, and prioritizing your well-being are acts of self-love. Many people put others' needs before their own and neglect their own happiness in the process. It is important to understand that taking care of yourself is not selfish, it is necessary. When you accept yourself fully, you allow yourself to be happy without guilt. You recognize your worth and do not settle for less than you deserve. Pain is an inevitable part of life. Everyone faces challenges, hardships, and disappointments at some point. Some people allow pain to break them, while others use it as fuel to rise stronger. The ability to turn pain into power is what separates those who stay stuck in their struggles from those who grow and thrive. Pain can either become a burden that holds you back or a source of strength that pushes you forward. The choice lies in how you respond to it. When faced with adversity, it is natural to feel defeated, hopeless, or overwhelmed. Pain can make you question your worth, your purpose, and your ability to move forward. However, the most powerful transformations often come from the most painful experiences. Struggles force you to dig deep, find resilience, and discover strength you never knew you had. They teach you important lessons that shape your character, making you wiser and more prepared for future challenges. Every difficult situation carries an opportunity for growth, even if it does not seem that way in the moment. One of the most effective ways to transform pain into power is by shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing pain as an obstacle, view it as a teacher. Every setback, failure, or heartbreak holds a lesson that can help you grow. When you stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as someone who can rise despite hardships, you reclaim your power. Pain does not define you. How you respond to it does. It is not about avoiding pain, but about using it to build resilience and inner strength. Embracing pain does not mean ignoring or suppressing it. It means acknowledging your emotions, allowing yourself to feel them, and then channeling that energy into something constructive. Pain can be a powerful motivator. Many of the most successful people in the world have used their struggles as fuel to push themselves beyond their limits. They took their hardships and turned them into stepping stones toward their goals. Whether it is personal loss, failure, rejection, or disappointment, pain has the potential to ignite a fire within you that drives you to achieve things you once thought impossible. One of the most effective ways to turn pain into power is by finding meaning in your struggles. When you go through difficult times, ask yourself how you can use that experience to help others or improve yourself. Pain can give you a deeper understanding of life, increase your empathy, and inspire you to make a difference. Many people who have faced great suffering have gone on to create positive change because they refuse to let their struggles be in vain. When you use your experiences to uplift and inspire others, you transform your pain into something greater than yourself. Growth through pain requires self-reflection and patience. Healing is not an overnight process, and it is important to give yourself time to process your emotions. However, remaining stuck in pain only leads to more suffering. Taking small steps forward, even when it feels difficult, is crucial. Whether it is through writing, art, physical activity, or other creative outlets, finding ways to express your pain can help you release negative emotions and regain control over your life. Gratitude is one of the most powerful mindsets that can transform the way you experience life. It shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, allowing you to find joy in the present moment. Many people spend their lives chasing after things they do not have, believing that happiness lies in reaching the next milestone, acquiring more wealth, or achieving greater success. However, true fulfillment does not come from external achievements, but from appreciating what you already have. When you cultivate gratitude, you begin to see the beauty in the small moments, the lessons in hardships, and the opportunities in every challenge. The habit of gratitude rewires your brain to focus on positivity rather than negativity. Human nature often gravitates toward complaints and dissatisfaction, constantly looking for what is wrong or missing. This mindset creates stress, anxiety, and a constant feeling of never having enough. However, when you make gratitude a daily practice, your perspective changes. You start noticing the little things that bring joy. A warm conversation, a beautiful sunrise, the kindness of a stranger. These moments, though seemingly small, hold the power to shift your entire outlook on life. Gratitude is especially important during difficult times. When life presents challenges, it is easy to focus on what is going wrong and forget about what is still good. However, even in the toughest moments, there is always something to be grateful for. Difficulties can teach valuable lessons, strengthen resilience, and reveal inner strength. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, gratitude allows you to see them as opportunities for growth. Every challenge carries a hidden blessing, and when you train yourself to find it, you develop a mindset that can withstand any storm. Being grateful does not mean ignoring problems or pretending that everything is perfect. It means choosing to acknowledge the good even when things are not ideal. Life is a mix of ups and downs, and while you may not have control over everything that happens, you always have control over how you respond. Gratitude empowers you to take charge of your emotions and shift your focus toward what uplifts you rather than what drains you. It helps you break free from the cycle of negativity and embrace a life filled with appreciation and contentment. Practicing gratitude also improves relationships. When you express appreciation for the people in your life, it strengthens your connections and fosters deeper bonds. People like to feel valued and acknowledged, and a simple thank you can go a long way in making someone feel important. Gratitude in relationships creates an environment of positivity and mutual respect, reducing conflicts and misunderstandings. It reminds you to cherish the people around you and not take them for granted. One of the most effective ways to cultivate gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Writing down things you are thankful for every day helps reinforce a positive mindset and trains your brain to focus on the good. Even on difficult days, when it feels like nothing is going right, making an effort to find something to be grateful for can shift your perspective. It could be something as simple as having a roof over your head, a meal to eat, or the ability to experience another day. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles that prevent people from reaching their full potential. It has the power to hold you back, keep you stuck in your comfort zone, and stop you from pursuing your dreams. Fear comes in many forms: the fear of failure, rejection, judgment, or uncertainty. While it is a natural human emotion, it becomes a problem when it starts controlling your decisions and limiting your growth. The truth is that fear will always be present, but the key to success is learning how to move forward despite it. Most fears are based on worst-case scenarios that may never happen. The mind has a way of exaggerating dangers, creating doubts, and making challenges seem bigger than they actually are. People often avoid taking risks because they fear the unknown or worry about what others will think. However, when you allow fear to dictate your actions, you give up control over your own life. Instead of avoiding fear, facing it head-on allows you to regain power and build confidence. The more you challenge your fears, the more you realize that they are often illusions created by your mind. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear is to change the way you perceive it. Fear is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you are stepping outside your comfort zone. Growth and success never happen in a place of safety and familiarity. Every great achievement comes with a level of risk and uncertainty. When you shift your mindset and start seeing fear as an opportunity for growth rather than a barrier, you begin to embrace challenges instead of running from them. Taking action despite fear is the key to building confidence. Many people wait for fear to disappear before they take the first step, but fear never truly goes away. The only way to weaken it is through action. Every time you face something that scares you, you become stronger and more resilient. Small steps, even if they seem insignificant, add up over time. Each time you push past fear, you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling challenges. The confidence that comes from overcoming fear is what allows you to take on bigger goals and pursue your dreams with determination. Fear of failure is one of the most common fears that stop people from trying. Many are afraid to fail because they associate it with embarrassment, disappointment, or loss. However, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary part of it. Every successful person has faced failures, setbacks, and rejections. The difference is that they did not allow failure to define them. Instead, they used it as a lesson, learned from their mistakes, and kept moving forward. The only real failure is giving up. When you accept failure as part of the journey, you stop fearing it and start seeing it as an opportunity to improve.